Happy fall, y'all. Today's another day of computer science, and so what we're going to do today is work within Google Slides. Google Slides, you've probably already been doing it a little bit, but now we're going to make our own, and I'm going to show you where some things are at, where some themes are at, how to change the look and the size and the style and the feel, just so you get a good understanding and another round of practice. If you already know how to do this, is more practice for you because we're going to use Google Slides to do a research project next time on a city in Iowa. So I want to make sure that you all know how to use Google Slides. So here we go. Need to find our new tab page here and go to the waffle. And inside the waffle, we're going to find Google Drive. Once Drive opens up, you're going to see all the different files and things that you've worked on, which is great, and we won't deal with that right now. Instead, we're going to find our new button. The new button has all the different things you can create, and we're looking for the orange one, yellow one, Google Slides, this one right here. So we'll find and click and open it up. And this is what a new slideshow will look like. Now, right away, the first thing that'll pop up is going to be a theme. Theme is like pre-made fonts and colors and backgrounds and slides and styles. And they're done by Google. And I think it's like a quick and easy way that you can get a good looking presentation with the right colors set and ready to go. There are ways to do this on your own, but it's a little bit more complicated. A lot of times it's just easier to pick a theme that's already been kind of made up. So where is that purple thing? I'm going to go with this one today. So all I got to do is click the theme and it will load here. And then once I pick my theme, I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to look up here and I can close this themes side box, and that's going to give me some more room like this. All right, so the first thing that we've got is our title slide. Our title slide is kind of like the cover of a book. It says, what is the slideshow about? So to change it, you click where it said title. Whenever you click a text box, this blue outline is going to show up here. This blue outline shows you that you are now typing within a text box. So we're going to say all about me. Today, you're going to make a slideshow all about you. But I'm going to tell you what to do. So type all about me into the blue text box. And when you click away from the text box, you're going to see that it disappears. It's still there. When I move my mouse over where that text box was, you'll see how it changes into this little arrowy thing. And clicking it once brings up the text box. And then clicking in the text puts me there so that I can start typing again. So it's actually a couple of clicks. One will just do the text box. And then again, the text is how you would actually type in it. You got to actually click where you want to type. And that's important because one of the things you can do with a text box, like right here where my arrow is like 4 arrows, is I can click and drag and move that text box into different spots. And then the words go into different spots too. So, all right, so I'm going to put it back there though. Next, click to add subtitle. That's going to be your name. So I'm going to type my name here, and then my title is complete. Okay. All right, so now we're ready to add another slide. So to add a new slide, we're going to come all the way over here. And this plus button right up here is going to add another slide. This is a very basic text slide, like a very basic slide where the title's up on top and your text is down here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click the title. Now the title to a slide is like, what is this slide about? So this whole slide is going to be about one thing. And I want you to type my family. Then inside the text box, you're going to click down here now. So now we want to type this text box. Okay, this text box is for my title. This text box is for your actual writing. So let's go ahead and say anything you want about your family. So go ahead and type that. I would like you to say at least, let's say 3 sentences. Let's say 4 sentences. 4 sentences here. I have a one sentence right there. I have 4 sisters. Oops, got to put space in there. I have 4 sisters. Their names are Jessie, Laura, Beth, and Caitlin. I don't have any brothers, and I don't have any pets. Okay. So Once you've gotten your 4 sentences written, it can literally be about anything about your family. It doesn't matter what. Um, then we're going to kind of experiment around with changing some font and color. So the first thing that we can do, if we wanted to change like the size, because you see how there's a lot of white space in here. It's white space. I would love to fill it up with more text. So I'm going to click in the text like so. And when I click in the text, then I'm going to be able to click and drag to highlight the text that I want to change. Once I click and drag, then I'm going to be able to find the font up here. My font can be, you can choose any font that you'd like here. Let's see, I'll choose a font that's going to be easy to read, though. That's the big thing. You got to have a font that's easy to read. And then I can increase my font here and see kind of one at a time until it fits pretty good on that page. I think that's pretty good right there. Now, the other thing that, let's see, I'm going to click and drag again. So I'm going to click and drag, and maybe I want to make my font color something different too. Now, I don't want to choose something like yellow because yellow and white is super hard to read. Remember, you're trying to present this to people. You want people to read it. You don't want people to get a headache from it. So it should be, if you have a light background, you should have a dark color. And if you have a dark background, you should have a light color. Okay, something that's easy to read. All right, that looks pretty good. Next, let's add another slide. In this slide, we're going to say favorite food. Favorite food, like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a list. To make a list, we're going to come over here on the toolbar and we're going to find this bulleted list option right here. Bulleted list option is found next to the numbered list option, and you might have to look in your triple dots right here. If you don't see it right away, triple dots could have your bulleted list option. It's because it's like so many options within the toolbar that you don't see it kind of shrinks it up. So we're going to find this bulleted list right here. And when we click on bulleted list, it actually puts a bullet right here. So I'm going to start listing my favorite food. When I push the enter key now, it's going to make a new bullet, and then I can keep listing. I want you to have at least 5 favorite foods. Salad. Favorite food. No. Hamburgers, hot dogs. I do like hot dogs. And steak. Yeah. Okay. Now I can do the same thing that I did before. I can click and drag. Remember, you have to click and drag. You have to tell the computer, this is what I want to change. It doesn't just read your mind because there's lots of things. If you just start clicking on fonts and colors and sizes and styles and shapes, it's going to be like, well, what? Do you want just the P in pizza? Do you want the whole word pizza? Do you want the whole list? Do you want the title? Do you want just the last word in title? You've got to be specific by clicking and dragging to get it to be the way you want it to be. Now, when I make a list like this, one of the things you'll see is that I've increased the font size. It looks, I mean, it's going to take up the whole entire page, but I still got this blank area over here. So now this blank area is a place that I might include a picture. So to include a picture, I'm going to come over here to where it says Insert Image. And in Insert Image, I'm going to click it, and I have lots of different options. One of those options, though, would be to search the web. When I'm going to search the web, I'm going to look for all the images, and these images have been selected for you to be able to use. Again, not all images that you find on a Google image search are like okayed for people to reuse again. But these ones are going to be. I'm going to pick one of my foods that I wrote. I'm going to write it in this box up here, and I'm going to push enter. And it's going to give me, oh my goodness, I'm getting hungry. Oh, that looks really good. It's going to give me a list of images. To put this image, look at that one, yum. I'm going to click the image, and then I'm going to say insert. So put it in, and it's going to create it. Now, a lot of times, oh, is that a breakfast burrito? Oh, with bacon in it? That looks delicious. Getting really hungry right now. To make this image smaller, though, you'll see that it has that same blue outline to it with the rectangles. I can click and drag on those squares on the corners. Clicking and dragging will make it a little bit smaller. And then there's my 4-sided arrow there. I can click and drag the middle as well, and then put that kind of centered, well, not centered, but in that space, centered in that space, I should say. Having a picture is a great way to show more information about your topic, whatever it was. So once we've got our picture in there, then we can go ahead and we'll add another slide. Okay. Now, from here on out, this is kind of all I'm going to cover with. This is all we get done in class, basically. This other slide is for you to do. It could be anything that you want. Maybe you want to do favorite video games. Okay. And you can list your favorite video games. Or maybe you want to do something like write a paragraph about my softball team. And then you could write about who's on your team and what do you guys do and where do you go. It can be literally this slide, the next slide, the next slide. You can add as many slides as you want to this because it's all about you. You can add pictures from here. You could add, well, again, like I said, you can add kind of whatever you want. This is up to you from this point out. Try and do at least one, maybe two slides, like additional slides, in addition to the 3 that we already made over here, and see if you can insert at least one picture onto a slide. Now, I know it gets tempting to try and put like 30 pictures on the slide or 10 pictures, or just make a slide full of pictures. And I get it, pictures are fun. However, if your slideshow doesn't have any text, then a person who's just looking at it can't really understand what you're trying to show them. So if you said like my favorite video games, then you just put pictures, that's great, but somebody might not know what that picture shows. So they don't know that you like it's Minecraft Dungeons, not just Minecraft kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you're actually including text as well. And that's what a good slide has. So that's Google Slides in a nutshell. I don't want you to turn this project in because if you do, you lose your ability to work on it. This is yours. I want you to be able to add more to it if you want, or to play around with it more later on. Next time we get together, though, we'll make a brand new one, and we will, like I said, be working on a research project, and we'll start gathering some information and building our own slideshow on a city in Iowa. Okay, I'll see you then.